What's up, y'all? It's Robacus, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Whoop, 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 whoop. On the last episode, we beat up a bunch of people. We were going to go to the Palace of Incest and Debauchery, but kind of looked ahead and found out that we were skipping a few things. The good thing is we finally explored basically everything. So, for those of you who were probably sitting there just like, why is he not going in order? At least now you know why. Getting about the cleanest version of playing this game as I can give you. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, it's not so easy to just continue to play it 100% legitimately. Basically what I'm saying is for time's sake, if there's something I can give myself that I can get in game, but I don't already have, I'll just go ahead and find it on like a cheat menu. But if not, then I'll at least try to grind for it. Okay. I'm gonna ask him where he is again, and this time I actually have the gold, guys. Maybe I do, and maybe I don't. It's not my place to gossip with customers. I'm an innkeeper, not a spy, so buy yourself something to drink and stop wasting my time. I've got special liquor you should try, a true rarity. 100,000 gold. Here we go. Burgos. The liquor is revolting, savoring of rotten meat and mullet. Ew, but the aftertaste is surprisingly tart and pleasant. Demon gives a short, creaky laugh, as if a swarm of crickets had awakened his lungs. Zivorian, eh? Hardly anyone remembers that name. He was an ambitious son of a biznatch, sharp and tenacious, but he was hasty in his attempts to overthrow Noctulia. And Our Lady in Shadow remembers all too well how she was underestimated by the demon lord Viraxius. So she dealt with Zivorian before he could stab her in the back. She ruined him completely. Well, when the lump of bleeding flesh opened its eyes, moaned, we were shocked it still lived and breathed. On that day, Zivorian's name was relegated to Ashuria's past and forgotten. But I've seen him once or twice among the beggars. He sits at the threshold of the battle bliss, begging for gold, and no one recognizes him. Noctulia didn't just break his body, but his spirit as well. So far as I know, he's never tried to take his vengeance on her. And he has plenty of reasons to want revenge, oh yeah. Okay, dude, thanks. Then, pee off, dude, and stay away from the disease. If you bring some crap here, I won't let you in. Okay, we know where to go now. We gotta go outside the battle bliss. I think I went out the wrong one. We gotta go out the other door to get close to the battle bliss. Boy. Hope you guys doing good. Beginning to wonder if an hour is long enough for each episode. Should be a... Yep. Okay, so Battle Bliss is up here, I think.
We march ahead.
Okay. Here. The Vagrant is repulsive even by the standards of the Abyss. His lumpy, scarred face makes you think he was put through a meat grinder, then shaped back into a semblance of his former body and left to live out his life. His tail and once impressive figure has been shattered. His arms are covered in protruding lumps and unset bones that were left to heal improperly. Zivorian, the beggar, is clad in many layers of dirty, smelly rags onto which hundreds of keys are sewn. from tiny toy box keys to a giant cast iron key that bows the demon's neck or bows the demon's neck almost to the ground.
So, you're looking for Zavorian? He's long dead. But that doesn't seem to be stopping you. Well, so what do you want with a dead man?
Zaforian, the master of lies and trickery. I remember fighting him. Okay. What do you know about the Neandrian crystals?
There is a tale told in Ashulnria. A tale about crystals that grant immense powers. But what exactly are they? And from where do they draw this power? No one seems to know. I've seen something like it only once before I found the first crystal on the Isle of Vazglar?
Could they just spell something in a pronounceable way for once? Okay, one second, guys. Okay. Sorry, sneeze.
And it seemed useless to me.
Sorry, I thought I heard some music in the background.
It contained a great deal of power, but it was of no use whatsoever. I meant to give it to my patron, as he would have found a way to use it, but I never had the chance. Some feeble mortal mage managed to steal the crystal from me. He locked himself in a tower, examined the crystal, studied it, and managed to find some use for it. But he was under Noctulia's protection, so I never tried to hunt him down.
The demon grins unpleasantly.
I bet you're thinking I'm just going to tell you the name you seek, and then you can rush off to have a chat with that mage. Not a chance. The mage wasn't a demon. He was a mortal who served Noctulia's arcane needs back in the day. Kicked the bucket long ago. All that's left of him is the tower in the upper city, locked and protected by magic. Many have tried to get inside, in the hopes of stealing something of value, but their remains rotted long ago. No use talking about it now. But you're curious. Now you'd like to have a poke around in that tower, wouldn't you? Perhaps you could find something of use in there, yes?
Zaforian gives a mocking grin, then sighs and takes a single key from his ring, and handing it to you with a sweeping gesture.
Take it while I'm still feeling generous. This will open the way to the tower. When I ruled Ashunria, I made sure I had a key for every hideout and tuck away nook in the city. You never know when they might come in handy. Here, take this and get lost. No one will throw me coin with you hanging around.
Okay. I'm going to use my perception because I don't trust this. Because this is surprisingly selfless for a demon. Failed. Looks like you've run into the only selflessly honest demon in the abyss. So you're just gonna give me the key, just like that. With a philosophic shrug, the demon answers, "Yeah, why not? I don't need it. I don't need anything from you except for you to leave me alone. Now get lost." Okay. Wait, first, the Isles of Vazglar. Where is that?
Yes, Vazglar, a wild place, an island in Ishier. Deserted. No one really cared about it. I had a secluded lair there where I kept all sorts of nasty tricks for Noctulia. Anyone who'd found my den could have made a tidy profit, but
Not so long ago, the island sank unexpectedly. No point in trying to look for it anymore.
Okay, thank you for your honesty, I think. With a satisfied belch, the incubus answers,
This miserable beggar has nothing to hide.
okay, well, I'm leaving now. With a malicious grin, the incubus croaks hoarsely as you leave.
Enjoy your walk around Ashumria.
Okay, cool. I guess now we can go to that mage tower I was talking about. But before we go, let's go back to the battle bliss. I think they said there's a way to skip the fight. Or skip what we were going to do. If we just, tell him that we're not gonna do his, or run his errand. Because we only fought one group so far. Because we're basically almost done with this place. It took a while, only because I kept getting lost, but we're almost done. Okay, I'm ready to enter the arena. I'm afraid you will have to wait until I can find you a worthy opponent. However, you could use this time to assist me in the matter we spoke of earlier. Now would be the perfect opportunity for you to do what I asked you. Okay. I'd like to talk to Mangileth. The imp pokes his head out of the bag in surprise. You seem to have aroused his curiosity. His sad drooping ears perk up with excitement, and he stares at you with his big round eyes. It's like, you wish to speak to Ermergalath? I'm afraid that's impossible. Ermergalath has never communicated with anyone, except his most trusted aides, and Gelderfang is under strict order to kill anyone who tries to talk to his master without permission. Ermergalath believes that minimizing his contact with the outside world will make the audience in the arena want him even more. I have to go now. Sexu bows respectfully. Dude.
Our time has come. Godspeed.
Citizen. So what was it? Battle Bliss, right? Demand an explanation from Zeklik. It's time to debut the Battle Blast in the middle of such reflexes. It says gladiators fight the most popular thing, blah 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 blah. There's gotta be something I can say to this dude. I don't like being called the Method Slayer. I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it, and that's all that matters. To Iglamesh, you'll remain the Method Slayer for as long as the audience finds it interesting. Okay, so what if I say, is this a joke? Were you trying to humiliate me? Why'd you put me up against such a ridiculous opponent? I don't know if this is going to make me sound bad or good. Okay. Citizen, your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some kind of mind-altering substance. Ha ha! Look at that. That's the Method Slayer. Train hard, boy, and maybe someday you'll be strong enough to reach Dredge. Oh. Zekla frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. The insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale. He looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please listen to me before you draw your weapons. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Iglamish's orders. He came up with the brilliant idea to match you up against a Mephit. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you this will not happen again. Okay. Quick as a flash, Zeklek produces a gold coin from his bag and places it in your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation ark that is located near the Battle Bliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena gladiators. Okay, well, I demand a proper fight. Zeklek closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape, and I promise you that I will arrange a proper fight, but first I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flayer twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena. I'd be very grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the cost, of course. We are asked to kill those little Mephits, and we did. Now we are asked to do another bad thing? They do not see us as crusaders anymore. They see us as one of their own. Imbu? Imbu is that you? Imbu? Imbu saying this? No, normally she's on their side for everything. Did you really say that? Imbu, I dare I say I'm proud of you. Land sighs heavily. How far will we have to go to complete this mission? Soon enough we'll be guilty of all the same sins as the demons. Today we kill to entertain them, but what happens tomorrow? We'll have to pray to the Lady in Shadow? I will not become a slave trader. Zeklek frowns and exchanges glances with the imp as it peeks out of the bag. Why not? Does it violate your principles? This is the Abyss. Scruples won't do you any good here. In fact, I advise you to keep your morals on a tight leash if you want to survive. But fine. Lamashu takes them. I'll try to make sure your fight with the Flayer twins takes place as soon as possible. Right on. Okay, let me go heal up Lon real quick so that we don't lose him in the fight, and then we'll be back. Zeklek bows respectfully. From the depths of his bag, you see a glint of a large, curious round eye, or of large, curious round eyes. Okay, guys, I will be right back. Okay guys, we are ready to take on round 2 of the Battle Bliss. I'm ready to enter the arena. Stuart looks slightly worried but nods. As you wish. It will be a difficult fight. This opponent is more dangerous than the last one you faced, so make sure you're fully prepared before you enter the arena. However, if you win this fight, you'll be one step closer to earning your place in the Neandrian League. I'm ready to go. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. Oh gosh, those guys look nasty. So, who will fight today? I give you a hint. They'll get under your skin. Oh yes, one day they decided to get under a gladiator's skin, so they killed one, flayed him, and wore his skin as a suit. Okay. Meet the duo who makes all twins terrifying today. They are going to dress themselves in the height of Galorian fashion, the Flayer twins. Ha! I'll make a pair of shoes out of you, you soft and spineless outsider. we'll see which contestant survives and which one decorates the arena with their dead bodies. Fighters, commence battle! Okay, so, yeah, let's figure out how we're gonna do this, because these guys kinda look tough. Like, super tough. We are going to buff. One sec.
A few minutes later.
Team, are you ready? Texas pause. So.
Let me help.
Okay, he's gonna want to do that later.
I stand ready.
No reason to pause.
Okay.
Always be ready for the worst.
We will win this war.
All right.
They will break against our resolve.
All right, everybody. Go. All right. Protection against evil. Sela, you're gonna need to like start like really hitting this guy as hard as possible. Can you hit cure critical wounds on the boy? Heal up, everybody. You've ruined my clothes. This suit used to be a skin of respectable demons. What is going on here? One second. I could not see what was going on. Cool. Chart, use Sword of Heaven on this guy.
Do not hold back.
Cool. We were missing him like a lot. What a heavy blow to Assyrian's fashion scene. But what a magnificent fight, despite my cunning schemes and despite the extensive experience of his rivals. The victory belongs to the Method Slayer.
This is not my time yet.
I will help where I can.
Holy crap. Lon is like dying.
Trust in yourself.
Do you have like cure disease, you dummy? You're always talking all that crap and or kill poison or something. There.
I've survived worse.
Oh, he's dead. I think she can revive him, right? Agony, cure, raise dead. I have a bunch of diamonds, so my boy should be coming back. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, good job. Alon's back, guys. I just gotta keep the diamonds on me, bro. I don't know why a diamond is used to bring people back to life, but apparently it does. Okay, here we go. And, yeah. I think he needs more healing, guys. Come on, guys.
The goddess protects us.
Yes?
Heal the dude back up. That's like the one good thing she does is she has decent heals. Everything else is just like, dude, please stop.
That should be good for now.
I will see this through. Our path leads
Okay. Zeklik, Zeklax. I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Greet you politely. How can I be of assistance? Yeah, my fight in the arena was far from fair. Care to explain? The imp squeals angrily as he tries to get out of the bag. Zeklex holds the bag shut, fighting to keep his belligerent companion inside. I swear it was Margoleth's idea. As you should already know, he's not a fan of fair fights. I regret that you were caught in his trap. However, you held up well. You've got talent. I may be able to arrange a match for you against a serious opponent, maybe even the champion. I want to challenge the strongest fighter in the arena. Things don't work out like that around here. Gelderfang only fights members of the Neandrian League, and a fight with him is a big deal. After his last incident, Irglames strictly forbade him from entering the arena without permission. Garglefang is his bodyguard after all. So if you want to fight the champion, you'll have to join the Neandrian League. And there's only one way to do that, by killing another member of the League. But fighting a member of the League is a privilege. You have to earn the right to fight them in battle. Now, I might be able to help you on that front, but first you'll have to do me a favor. Daggone it, you and these favors. I want to give a gift to the current champion. I'd like to send him the most beautiful succubi from the 10,000 Delights. I need you to make a deal with them and convince them to provide their services to Gelderfang. If you do this, Gelderfang will be happy for me to arrange the fight between you and a League fighter without delay. Where can I find the succubi? There's a brothel in the middle of the city called 10,000 Delights. It's run by a succubi and located near the border of Upper City. It's a magnificent palace of pleasure. However, you should be careful. Once you're in there, you want to keep track of your coin purse and the time. I've known demons who stopped in that brothel for a quick rendezvous and didn't come out for years. I'll arrange a deal. If you want to buy whores for Gelderfang, it's amusement. Do it yourself. If you want to buy a host for Gelderfang's amusement, do it yourself, or say I'll arrange a deal, and if you arrange a fight for me. I don't really believe in paying for that kind of stuff. But would Curtis do it? I'll arrange a deal and you'll arrange a fight for me. Let's hope your efforts will be successful. I have to go now. Zeklek bows respectfully. From the depths of his bag, you see a glint of large, curious round eyes. Something tells me the thing in his bag is the one that's in charge here. Okay. Does this guy buy and sell things? Or is it over here? Is there a guy that sells stuff? Is it the same?
Godspeed.
There are stairs here, right? You can't go anywhere there. Arena healer. Arena healer. The demon inspects land closely. Oh, wow. What a curious specimen. Who stitched you up? That's an interesting horn. And those scales, look how they reflect in the light. How much reptile is there inside of you? Can you climb walls or detect changes in temperatures outside? If I cut off your head, will it grow again? The demon's claws and hands reach toward land, seemingly of their own accord. Already read. Oh no! Shoot, I missed it. I didn't really. You guys saw it. I'm almost certain it won't grow again. But what about you? I hope your hands grow back, because if you don't keep them off me, you'll need a new pair. I could use the help of a healer. The demon dismisses you with a wave of his hand. I don't bother with regular wounds. They're not worthy of my craft. Just drink a potion, and you'll be fine. Okay, so what is he? Okay, Alright, cool. He has some stuff for us. It's mainly just potions. Okay, that's fine.
I will not falter. Let us press on.
Okay, so we gotta go to 10,000 delights. I think we can do this in the Mage Tower, and then I think we've done everything. So, are the 10,000 delights here, right? Bad Luck Tavern, Monago's Hideout, Nexus. So it's gotta be up here. Oh, not there. Sorry. It's gotta be to the middle city, right? Yeah.
We march ahead.
Okay. Now we gotta go to the 10,000 delights, where the heck that is. There's Flesh Market portal up. The Grim, I think 10,000 delights is like somewhere over here. There it is. 10,000 delights. Okay. It should be like, there it is. There's a portal up here. Go up. Could have did more last episode with the Battle Bliss, but instead I was being dumb, apparently. I think the 10,000 delights is over here. You're forbidden to go in there. I don't care what he says. You see a massive, beautifully decorated door. Appears impregnable at eye level. The elegant inscription reads 10,000 delights. In small letters, another inscription reads, a gift from Valexi is wonderful, Chavaro. Okay, I'm examining the door. The door looks solid and sturdy, so I can't get in there. Okay, I could try a bluff. Let me in immediately or I'll scrawl obscenities all over you, and I'll add an illustration or two. Succeeded. Daggone vandal. You think that's funny? Do you? How would you like it if someone drew obscene paintings on your forehead? Fine, come in, but make it quick. Can't believe that worked. Patrons. We're looking for I think we're looking for a, Chavaro. That's what we're looking for. Oh, there's Chavaro. Chavaro, an attractive Lilitu in simple but revealing dress, greets you with a warm smile. Her eyeless face is serene. A new guest? We're always happy to welcome guests to the 10,000 Delights. I'm Chavaro, ruler of this palace. Of pleasure, the only taboos here are brawling, moderation, and taking politics. That's hilarious. Aside from that, anything goes. Chavaro says, as my guest, you can expect to receive gentle caresses, or if you prefer, wild and untamed ones. I have servants of every type. To suit every taste, any of them you can be yours for a night, or forever, if your pockets are deep enough. What are your preferences? Never mind, I'll find out for myself. The little two tilts her head to one side as if to study you with her non-existent eyes. Succeeded at a will check. Yes!
That's right, Curtis. You don't fall for them hoes like that.
We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
It feels as if someone's touching your mind. Prying fingers are trying to attempt to extract recent memories, but not very successfully. Exerting your will, you manage to eject the alien presence from your head before it digs too deep. There's a mild confusion in the demon's voice. You have an iron will. If you can push me out of their mind with such ease, it's almost nothing. I'm almost offended. I do, however, respect the power of others. Let your secrets remain alone. Okay, wow. You can offer to mess with her, who's talking to you right now. Threaten her. Okay, so I'm just gonna say, I'd like to hire several sacrifices to entertain the arena champion Gilderfang. They are currently serving a special client in the upper city. As you surely understand, their caresses do not come cheap. Do you have 40,000 gold by chance? Okay, whatever. Where can I find them? The image of a luxurious mansion in the upper city appears to you in your head. The building moves further and further away as if it were soaring up into the sky. You see where it's located. This place is called the Palace of Incest and Degeneracy. You'll find the girls there. Tell them you've already paid me. Okay, thank you. I'm leaving. Wait, honey, you're leaving without trying any of the pleasures we have to offer? Take a look around. Wouldn't you like to give yourself into our tender, passionate hands to taste sweet oblivion as days and years merge into endless shimmering tapestries of pleasure? The first taste is on the house. You know what? No. And let me tell you why. First off, I'm not into that stuff. Secondly, I don't do things with demons. Thirdly, the queen is waiting for me. And I don't think you know. You are trying to ruin this for me. I can see you're intrigued, but slow down. We need to be friends first. With a sensual laugh, the little two playfully wags her finger at you. Do this one tiny thing for me and we'll be friends. A brazen gang of demons keeps harassing my girls, attacking them on the streets and dragging them back. I didn't agree to anything earlier. What are you talking about? Dragging them back to their lair in the lower city, a foul den called the Rotten Guttery. Spill their blood, rescue my girls, and come back here for your reward. The words of this theme sound sweet, but what lurks behind them? Lust, a desire to use you? Something even more insidious? I sense danger. Like the reek of decay near crypts. Faint but clear. Beware the trap, champion. I'm not going anyways, dude. You won't let my girls die in the clutches of those monsters, will you? The demoness smiles enticingly. You're so confident and have such potential. I think you and I will enjoy being friends. Yeah, I'm leaving. See you soon, honey. Come back and we'll have some fun. No, we won't, because I'm not coming back. You're disgusting, you hoe. Oh, wait, I can actually use this portal. Okay, I can go up here. So we can go to the Mage Tower, and then we can go find the succubus for the one dude. And then once he's done, we can fight him, and we should be good. Alright, so where are we at exactly? Okay, so the Mage Tower is... There's that. I think the Mage Tower is here? So luckily these two things are right across from each other. And we figured that out last episode. Don't talk to me. What are these guys doing here? Okay. To the Mage Tower, everybody. To the Batmobile. Oh, let's go. Bump, 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 ba-dum, bump, 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 ba-dum, bump, 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 ba-dum, bump. Drop that ghetto blaster. I remember a couple episodes I was telling you guys, oh yeah, we're gonna get out of here real quick, and this is gonna be the last quest. Okay.
Can't hide from me.
Can Lon actually do anything about
Are
these?
we in trouble yet?
Okay, first off,
Meditate on your mistakes.
Okay.
Might make you feel better.
does he even have?
I'm curious.
Can he disarm track?
Odds are against us. I like that.
I think I did it.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
It's a magical trap.
over there?
Ooh. Oh, it's that sword trap. Hate that thing. Good.
Tread lightly.
Okay, guys, it's safe.
I will not falter. The world has suffered enough. Our time has come. Let us
Okay,
press on.
so we can't go up the stairs until the swords go away, so we're gonna hit this button. I guess we're gonna have to just do the other quests real quick, and then we'll come back, and hopefully the swords are gone. I don't think the Mage Tower is gonna take that long, anyways. Let's go find the Succubi here real quick. Cool. What in the world? The center. One of the succubus gives you a sharp smile. She scoops up another handful of gold, carefully tucks it away in her pocket. What do you want? I hope this sleazebag wasn't a friend of yours. Think carefully before you answer. Who are you and what are you doing here? The center. The succubi glances at her companions and gives you a sly smile. We are the delightful, deadly succubi of the 10,000 Delights. I'm sure you've heard of us. And this is or was one of our clients. This horny pervert was enthusiastic in bed, but stingy with his purse. So stingy, in fact, the girls and I decided it would be easier to kill him and take his money. Succubus slightly pouts, throwing a resentful glance at the demon's remains. Greyboar examines the dead demon's body. First he was seduced, and then he was stabbed. Looks like he died in the throes of passion. Quite an extravagant way to eliminate a target. Such methods are unusual in my line of work. That's horrible. Why'd you kill him? For gold. Why else? Ah, sweetie. Did you think we were in love with him? Well, I hate to disappoint you, but we were here for the money. If he hadn't been so stingy, he'd still be in the throes of pleasure. But now, he's just a smear of blood on the floor. I'd like to hire you to entertain the champion of the arena. Succubi looks intrigued. She exchanges a glance with her friends, and there's a mischievous light in her eyes. You've just seen the dead body of our former client, and you still want to hire us? You must really like to take risks. Or maybe you just really hate this champion of yours. Either way, we'll take the job as long as you pay. 40,000 gold, and we're all yours. I already paid your mistress for your services. The succubi shrugs and responds in a petulant voice. But you haven't paid us. If you made a deal with the mistress, then you should take it up with her if you want something done. Don't come running to us. Okay, I can't save it while I'm talking. don't know if I can intimidate her. It says intimidate 40. It's possible with my strength to intimidate them. Or I could just pay them. I don't like getting snubbed though. Stop trying to take advantage of me. It won't end well. Failed. With a gentle smile, the succubi replied, "Are you trying to scare us, mortal? Oh, that's so adorable. Ah, fine then, here's your gold." Succubi's face lights up with the sweetest smile. Her voice becomes smooth and velvety. "It's fortunate that we met, sweetie. We'll see you at the battle bliss. I promise your champion will be overjoyed." It's a pig guy? It's one of the pig demons that they had. What just got triggered?
I will guide us.
Okay, we can see if the swords are gone now. The magical swords. The magical swords of Udragoth. Boom. Okay.
Godspeed.
Oh, you know what? Could we have rested in that building? Because that would definitely make it so that we'd be good. Let's see. Nope. Can't rest anywhere in the abyss. I mean, that makes sense though, right? To the mage tower, everyone. Hopefully the swords are gone. If not, then we're just gonna have to come back another day. Like, next episode, another day. You've gotta be kidding me right now. They're still here. I'm gonna skip time. Cannot rest here. Oh, dang on it. Do I want to risk walking through it?
Our path leads on.
There's another trap? Ooh. Okay, we got hit again, but we're fine.
I will guide us.
How many traps are in this place?
Defeat is not.
Oh no. Oh no, what are these? Are they adamantine? They're adamantine golems.
A surprise.
Okay. I don't think they're evil aligned, so I can't really hit them with anything crazy. There, just heal. There we go. I mean that worked.
Godspeed.
That's fine. Knowledge. Oh, come on, dog.
My will is resolute.
That was a good heal.
I will see this through.
Maybe I did something wrong here.
Let us press on.
Okay, don't go that way.
We march ahead.
There are way too many traps in this flipping dungeon.
Always be ready for the worst. I'm all ears.
Okay, you got this, bro.
Yours.
It's another one of those sword traps. Hopefully this one's not the same thing.
I'll see to your request. I'm curious.
He doesn't have trickery, so he can't really get rid of those. Ow.
What's over there? Aha! Tread lightly.
Oh, crap. Okay. Stay away from that. Problem is he can't go back around either.
What's that noise?
Ah! Lan, man, you were in a bad spot.
I'll see to your request. I will not falter.
Hope he can make it without dying. He can.
Our path leads on. Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Just don't hit the trap.
I'm curious.
This war must end. Soot, to me. Trust in yourself.
Cool. Okay.
Our time has come. Together we stand. I will guide us.
Take a look.
There's a trap there.
Ah, a surprise.
Okay.
Godspeed.
We only had somebody who could disarm traps. See how it lands
Are
on.
we in trouble yet? Hmm? What's over there?
That is a trick door, so don't mess with that.
Tread lightly.
Ugh. Okay. That kind of hurt.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Soot is restless. I wonder why.
Okay.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
There's another trap
What's that
right here.
noise?
Didn't do anything to me though. Okay. Oh. We can rest. Thank goodness.
If I ever find myself in a temple of Shaylin, which side should I turn to face the altar so I don't offend her?
Face her with your heart.
Cool, we did a lot.
Always be ready for the worst. I'll I'll see to your request.
Take a look.
Dang it, dude. Oh, they're fine though.
I'm curious.
Can't loot that. Alright, so we gotta go around. We're basically at the top, I think.
What's over there? Tread lightly.
Just glad they had a place to rest here.
What's that noise? I'll see to your request.
There was a door here, right? Wonder where the door goes. See a sturdy door set in a stone arc in the middle of the room. The location seems rather old, to put it mildly. Attached to the door is a tidy little metal bell with a braided pull. Knowledge arcane. Examine the door, see if any spells have been cast on it. Succeeded. You see the spell enshrouding both the door and bell. Judging by the nature of the spell, it belongs to the conjuration school. Okay, ring it. The door swings open, and then spherical form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door, you can see and just make out the hazy interior of a small trinket-filled room, a typical ambience of a Glorian inn. Is that our boy, the storyteller? Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops into the air. The door slams shut. Cautiously, the stone floor, touching the stone floor. The unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. Storyteller.
I'm curious.
Storyteller's head swivels around in bewilderedness, his hands reaching to examine everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Curtis Jackson, is that you? Thank the gods. It is you. Where are we? And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. The old elf looked strangely confused. I can't say I remember. Feel something familiar. Sharp edges, deep purple hues, great power inside, which I bought and subdued. Forgive me, I can't remember anything else. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from the mines or maybe the bottom of the sea? The elf takes out a delicate compass from his bag. The needle, which slowly but constantly is spinning. I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past, I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set the little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you're near the crystal, the compass will let you know. This tower looks like the one where you almost got eaten by the dragon. Maybe it used to be your home. If I could see this tower, I could be more specific. But I can say for sure, this is not my first time that I've stood on these stones. Is there a door behind me in a stone arc? The wood is decorated with elven lettering. There's a bell with a pole next to it. The pole is made of leather. No silk, am I right? Why did you need this portal? In my forgotten past, I must have done something that required regular visits to the Abyss, or regular visits from the Abyss to Golarion. Such a portal is quite convenient means of transportation, and it is also well secured against uninvited invaders and visitors. I see. I sense the recognition. It is truly astounding. I definitely used to live here. And there are no other claimants. I am ready to become the owner of this tower again. Be my guest any time. How is Queen Galfred? It's impossible to tell by the storyteller's face whether or not he's surprised by your question. She's acting in a manner befitting the Queen, standing at the head of the Crusades. As for her spirit, I do not know, but I could ask her on your behalf if you'd like. Please do. Then I will. Come visit me again after a while, and I will tell you her answer. I found a page that might interest you. Storyteller carefully takes your find. Yes, you're right. Another piece of evidence from the past I've forgotten. The old elf's expression becomes withdrawn. The storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. It had been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the ivory labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my protective spells, as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than the last archmage of Kionan. She is a powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Noctulia. She invited me to Ashurian, the city of demons and the depths of the abyss, the capital of Midnight Isles. The Lady in Shadow highly values my ability to remain unnoticed. Kneeling before her throne, I listened to her praise and felt like a child being given a pat on the head for doing some simple chore for the first time. But this is no longer important. Now he served the Demon Lord for this is his agreement. She will help him decrypt the scribbles he copied in the ivory labyrinth. In return, he will serve her in her court, mage and spy, for the next 17 years. Now, Syrian, in my home in Noctulia is my Lady in Shadow. The Tower of Syrian's upper city is your home. Yes, my citadel, the only place where I can be sure demons won't attack me. Tried to make it look like my home, left on Golarion. Tell me about your life in Ashurian. Of all the places in the abyss, Ashurian is the most civilized. My lady wants to make her capital the face of the abyss, a place travelers from other planes can visit without too much fear. I don't care. I'm only here to complete my service and get the promised reward and return to Golarion. However, this strange as it may be, Ashurian's demons treat me honorably. They hate me, sometimes growl at me, but they never attack. I prepared many spells, and I am ready to use them at any moment, but I have had no reason to use them yet. I have my own tower in the upper city, not far from the lady's palace. I have strengthened it with protective spells and set golems to guard it. I created a portal to Golarion at the top of the tower, one which only I can use. It will be my escape route if I need to flee urgently. I expect an attack every day, but it never happens. This might sound ridiculous and surprising, but I think the demons of the Ashurians respect me. You trusted a demon lord? My Lady in Shadow has no reason to hide the truth from me. She does not care about my research. She offers me help of curiosity. I am something of a bizarre pet to her, both funny and useful. The storyteller shakes his head. She offered me help, and I agreed. I must thank my lady for her generosity. 17 years of service for translating 17 phrases from her enemies. A bargain. Please continue. The storyteller stays silent for a short while, as if listening to something. I can't smell anything but sewage. I can hear some demon snores or death rattles hidden by a cocoon of spells. I keep invisible watch in a dirty alley in Ashurian's lower tower. 2 winged shadows sweep past overhead, and a terrible stone-splitting shriek rolls like the tide through the street. But It can't hurt me. I know the ways of this city, and I have protected myself from Valexia's wild antics. My voluntary partner, young half-elf Kinney, sighs loudly and says yet again, they are not coming. I shrug, just as I have done every time before. I'm not keeping you. Kinney frowns and turns away in response. I sneak a look at my friend. His unruly locks fall over his head and his face. Kenny carelessly sweeps them off from over his eyes. Thinking about something, I find myself enjoying his gentle movements and look away embarrassed. Have a little more patience, my friend. Soon our goals will be here. I'm sure of it. You mentioned Valexia. Tell me more about it. Storyteller answers with a reluctant admiration. The maddest succubus of all those born in the abyss, even the lady in shadow can't but smile upon hearing the latest mayhem she stirs up just for fun. Surrounded by her 3 succubi friends known as the Sinners, she flies naked over the city, crushing buildings with her raging screams, grabbing poor passerbys, taking them up into the air and dashing them down onto the rocks, getting in the raging fights with no rhyme or reason. Truly, Phylexia is the bane of Lashuria, but also its wild heart. I didn't expect you found a partner out here. Serto's face lights up with a timid smile that appears on his lips. I didn't expect it either. Kenny is from Galorian, just as I am. He's a thief and a former slave. He escaped from the Cyclops of a dying empire. I met him before I left Galorian for the Abyss in my old tower. A thief who sought not my life but shelter, a place to spend the night, and protection from his former masters. My charms worked. Kenny couldn't get past the ground floor of the tower. That's where I found him, sitting on the floor entangled in my trap's living vines. I freed the hapless thief. I wasn't angry at his intrusion. I was even glad to talk with this restless youth of short-lived folks. Had no idea how much I had missed companionship. After that, Kenny often spent the night in my tower, partaking of my hospitality. Together we lived through the terror of Earthfall, and when the time came, took him with me to the Abyss. Recently, he's even helped me carry out some of the ladies' tasks, those that'd give him the opportunity to make some money. Does your partner know about your goal to save Galorian? Oh yes, we discovered the plans many times and discussed them. Sitting on top of the tower, nursing goblets of warm wine, Kenny shared my love for our dear Galorian and supports my desires to save the doomed civilizations. Storyteller smiles warmly at a rush of memories. My friend is not like me at all. He is young, hot-tempered, and mischievous. He prefers to act first and deal with the consequences later. Perhaps this is why we get along so well. Opposites attract. Please continue. Finally, my patience is rewarded. See a slouching demon in rags so pathetic that even the demon's guards of Lashuria would not lay a hand on him, out of disgust. But my spell-enhanced vision can't be fooled. I see the incubus, Zephorian, the ruler of Lashuria, who answers only to the Lady of Shadow herself. Passing a step away, Zephorian stumbles and falls onto a puddle of sewage, rousing disdainful chuckles from a few witnesses. But I won't be fooled by this game. Instead, I concentrate, becoming more and more focused. My lord, I've discovered the crystal of unknown power on one of the Midnight Isles. Have a look. A hand holding a heart-sized crystal burning with purple flames emerges from under the rags. The incubus's hand is shaking, the skin on its palm slightly smoldering from the touch of the crystal. The demon's reflection in the puddle of sewage ripples and changes. I don't hear Zavorian talking to his mysterious lord. The incubus hides the purple crystal back in under the rags. As you wish, my lord. No, Noctulia knows nothing about the crystals. These crystals, I'm sure. Of course, Lord Sokobaneth, I wince. I have no desire to stand in the way of them. I turn around. You see, Kenny, we are able to get evidence of Zephorian's treason. I was right, but my friend is nowhere to be seen. Who is Sakaboneth? The storyteller cringes. A disgusting demon lord champion of meanness, debauchery, perversions, and a breaker of taboos. He is Noctulia's brother and former lover. Ew. Ew, guys. Like, what is this? Dunk, dunk, ding on, dunk, dunk, ding on. Out of jealousy, he tried in vain to kill my lady, but he remained alive after this attempt. He is driven by fear, shame, and hatred towards his powerful sister. It was an Andrian crystal, huh? That's what, Kilkenny had in his hands. Yes, you're right. This is probably one of the first crystals discovered by the demons. If not the first one, I'm glad it took demons so long to discover the crystal's true properties. Otherwise, the invasion by the abyss could have happened much earlier. Please continue. I'm standing at the top of the tower, and there's a goblet of warmed wine in my hand. Now, Tilly was pleased with my raid. Oh no, she won't kill Zephyrian on the spot. My lady's punishment's much more sophisticated. Banishing, demonstration, even transformations into the pathetic creature the incubus was masquerading as. Noctulia has a lot of choices. I don't care. I've done my part. I sip from my goblet and turn to my friend. Without saying a word, Kenny takes out a rag from under his shirt and shows me a purple crystal. Wrapped in it, I chuckle. That's where my friend went at the end of the raid. Well, we're going to keep the crystal. I will study its properties, details, and find out if it will help us achieve our goal. Noctulia doesn't have to know, and I have the crystal now. Let her look for Zephyrian, or her demon lord brother for it. I drink from the goblet again and look down. Lashilian lies at the bottom of the tower like a faithful dog at the feet of its master. I earn respect here. Even the lady in shadow heeds my words. I feel a treacherous smile appear on my lips. Of course, when 17 years have passed, I will return to Galorian. But for now, I like my life here.
That's weird that he liked it there. The storyteller is quiet for a long time. Thinking about what he saw.
Well, I served her, and what's more, I liked it. I did not expect this from myself. I was completely different. Different. Thoughts, desires, motives. What made me change so much? I don't know.
The storyteller shakes his head. Tell me about your work in Lashuria.
It's been 2 years since I started to serve the darkness. She found me in the ivory labyrinth, her gaze piercing through all my perspective spells as if they had been cast by an untrained apprentice rather than the last archmage of Keonan. She is powerful and insidious. She is the perfect assassin. Her name is Noctulia. She invited me to... Oh, no, he already said that. Okay. I don't know why they're making it. They're just repeating what he said before. Okay. Thank you for your stories. Shoot. How many pages do we have for this guy? I found another page that might be interest to you. Storyteller. Yes, you're right. Another piece of evidence that I've forgotten. Okay. Here's another page. Cool. Okay, well, I have to go now. I suspect it's difficult for you to carry your mission surrounded by enemies. I would like to help. Unfortunately, I will not be able to bring your allies or reinforcements or supplies. However, when I return to Galorian, I will buy some travel necessities. If you need anything, just ring the bell and I will deliver it to you.
Cool, dude.
What's over there?
Um,
I'm all ears.
is that everything I needed here? Let's see. Experiencing the bliss. Go back to that. A grudge to settle. Shafaro has promised her friendship in exchange for the I don't care about that. Conquest. When he doesn't. Alright, I don't need that. Search for the crystal in the mines. Okay, I can go back to the mines at some point. And then I gotta go to the mines at some point, but let's finish Battle Bliss. I know this is gonna be a longer episode,
Tread lightly.
but I think we should finish the Battle Bliss one first before we do anything else. Was there a portal in this entire tower? Because if there is, that would be great.
to use.
What's that noise?
If not, then we are going to have to go down the stairs and then throw another trap again.
I'll see to your request.
Dang it. Okay, we just walk straight through the trap, no problems.
I'm curious.
Okay. Let's finish the Battle Bliss quest and we should be good. Kill the last guy and then I think we gotta go back to the mines. Find the crystal and then we're good. Although we might be able to just skip the mines one. Because we really don't want to give a advantage to the demons. So maybe we'll do Battle Bliss and then we'll go talk to the big bad and then we'll go to the final chapter of the game. Or at least the final chapter of the game if we're not doing like the Necromancer stuff or the DLC.
What's that noise?
It's a longer episode, but it's going to be good.
I'll see to your request.
Okay, here we go. I arranged the deal with the succubi. Glad to hear it. Your help in these matters is invaluable since I cannot attend them myself. I think you will find the reward for your assistance is quite generous. I've arranged a fight for you against a member of the Neandrian League. Please let us know as soon as you're ready. The tiefling carefully counts the coins and hands them over. This should compensate for your expensive. I hope this wasn't just a waste of time, or I can say you haven't paid me enough to deal with the succubi Cosmo. I hope this wasn't a waste of time. The tiefling nods. You have no idea how important this was. I'm ready to enter the arena. I hope you came prepared. The members of the Neandrian League are formidable opponents. Aslam, your next opponent, has claimed the lives of over 100 of her opponents. She's also been slain in the arena on 3 separate occasions. However, she never stays dead. It's quite mysterious, but she always comes back to life ready to fight in the Battle Bliss. I'm ready to enter. I wish you good luck. Now, he wants a place in the Neandrian League. This is Curtis Jackson, the Method Slayer. The Neandrian League proudly presents its fighter. You all know her, you obsessed over her, and you all fear her. We've enjoyed her hundreds of victories in the arena, and the 3 times we've enjoyed her defeat and painful death, but every time she's come back from the dead, the artist of suffering, Astalum, thrice killed. I'll cut out your eyes faster than you can blink, haha. The winner of this fight will be granted membership in the Neandrian League, and the other will die, or in the case of Aslam, not die. We will have to find out. Fighters, commence the battle! Okay, cool. Alright, we're gonna buff up real quick.
A few minutes later.
Alright. Okay, we're going to set up some stuff real quick.
We must stop this war. There's no hope, only us. The gods have abandoned.
Shut up.
What was I saying just
A bunch of dumb stuff.
Wanna play together?
Let's see. Break enchantment, cure critical wounds, agony. One creature within long range. Okay. She's way too far. But that's okay.
A bright future awaits us.
Right.
I will see
He's
this
already doing
through.
something.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
Okay, well he's already doing that, I guess.
Let us not
Come on, y'all.
Let's make this quick.
Okay. Where is he at? Yeah, he's there. Alright. Protection from evil, everybody. I know that chick, I watched her fight before. Once she starts hitting, she starts hitting. But we're missing her a lot, too. Good. I can't believe it. She's dead. Arena, I'll be back. I always come back. This is not the end. This can't be happening. The Neandrian League fighter is down. The fearsome Asylum has fallen. Long live the newest member of the Neandrian League. Pathfinder Wrath solemnly raises his hand for silence. His eyes sweep across the arena before coming to rest on you. There's a sly look on his face, and he gives you a cheerful wink before quickly resuming a pompous and dignified expression. He turns back to the crowd, and his voice booms over the arena. Behold, the newest members of the Neandrian League. He is invincible, bloodthirsty, violent, and cunning. It's Curtis Jackson, the Method Slayer, glory and death. The crowd goes wild. Ah! Demons climb all over each other, trying to get a better look at you. The roar of the spectators grows so loud you can feel it in your bones. The audience is utterly enthralled. They look at you and wonder and worship you as if you were God. You love this, don't you? You dirty cowards. You're too scared to enter the arenas yourself. You just want to watch others get killed. You're all disgusting and pathetic filth. The crowd goes wild and erupts into violent frenzies of anger, taunts, and screams. It seems as though the spectators find your defiance more entertaining than eloquent words and brave speeches. Okay. A Murglaras lays his fat hand on your shoulder with exaggerated friendliness. This gladiator is no longer an unknown fighter, a loner without a place to belong. For his valor and courage, Curtis Jackson will receive a collar of the Neandrian League from now on. He is the precious property of Battle Bliss. I am pleased to tell you that I have personally taken this worthy warrior under my wing. Look out, champ! The Murglaras pats you on the shoulder again, and as he does, the world around you fades to black. No! The Murglaras, hey, that's enough fooling around. You have more methods to defeat. Murglaras looms over you. The arena master's massive, bloated torso wriggles in wildly as he bursts into a fit of maniacal laughter. As a Cambion howls in amusement, you realize that your neck feels stiff. You reach up a hand and discover that you're now wearing a jeweled-studded metal collar. Hand to the inheritor's voice fills with sorrow. I've let you down, champion. That fiend has taken you captive. I was unable to stop him. I could not perceive his motives through the veil of insanity that shrouds his damaged mind. I knew we were in the abyss, a place where you can't even trust your own shadow, but I failed to be vigilant. Well, what's done is done. Stay strong, we'll find a way to free you. I expect an explanation. Emergarus grunts. What did you expect? You were so desperate to join the Neandrian League. Now you remember. Did you think I'd let you wander around Asuria and risk your own butt on the streets? Well, think again. I don't want anyone to slit your throat and leave you bleeding to death in some back alley. A death without spectators? Absolutely not. No. When you die, the crowds will be screaming from the stands. That's a promise. The Cambion points to your collar with a smile. Please accept this small gift with my compliments. 1 second. With my compliments. It will guarantee your safety. This collar will make sure you do not leave the Bladobus. I don't want you to go out looking for trouble on the streets. I will also prevent you from picking fights with other gladiators outside the scheduled fight times. If you'd like to be so wasteful, if you started to kill one another outside of the arena, the crowds would miss out on all the action. No, there will be a time and place for fighting, but here you can expect other kinds of entertainment. You'll enjoy the pleasures accorded to a new star in the arena, the best food, drink, and most passionate succubi, and throngs of adoring fans. You'll love being my property, I promise. Okay. After I won my victory in the arena, you deprived me of my freedom. You have acted dishonorably. Emergarus, you wanted to become a legend. I can make that happen. But legends don't just walk the streets of Illusia. They can't live among the common folks, easily accessible to adoring crowds and unwashed masters. No, you must be distant and aloof. If someone catches a glimpse of you, it should be all they talk about. You want them to brag about the encounter and tell all their friends? This will increase your reputation. And soon you will be in high demand. Yes, this is your new life. I've amputated your freedom like an unnecessary appendage, that you can achieve true greatness. Free me at once. The Camion burst into a fit of hysterical laughter. Oh, how I wish I could make you really angry right now. Love to watch you destroy everything, but now is not the right time or place. You'll have to accept that from now on. You'll live here, just like the other members of the Neandrian League. Only the champion is allowed to leave the arena, because everyone thinks he's invincible. No one wants to pick a fight with someone who can't die. That's why the champion can do whatever he wants. Gilgamesh looks at you with a sly smile. Perhaps you would like to fight Gurglefang. Or Gilderfang. If you take his life and title, you can walk free. The chance to become the champion. Why, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Too bad you won't survive. Where are my companions? Where are my companions? Gilgamesh sounds distracted. Your companions? Ah, yes. There was a group of Calorians who came looking for you, but I gave the guards strict orders to keep them away. Are they your slaves? Forget about them. You won't need them anymore. I own the best slaves of Lushunia. I never pronounce it right. And they are all at your disposal. Now, I can... It's like... It won't work. I'll find a way to get free. The arena master nods a chuckle. Of course you will. But it won't happen the way you imagine. The crowd wants to see Gelderfang tear you apart. They simply cannot wait for that to happen. And who am I to deny them? If I ignore their desires, they will storm the arena. Yet soon you will take your last stand in the arena. When the champion is done with you, you will truly be free. Of course, you'll be dead. But your spirit will live on,
No one will ever forget the ambitious newcomer who almost defeated the champion. In the end, this collar reminds me of the seal we broke back in Dresden. If I can break it here, its power will be unleashed, and the collar will likely kill you. I don't want to take that risk. At least not right now. Let us only consider the option as a last resort. For now, you should try and stay calm. Be vigilant, and look for opportunities to escape. I'm certain you'll find a way out. Not everyone seems to like the way you run the arena. Oh, please, don't start spouting all this rubbish about fair fights. What does that even mean? One of the opponents is always stronger than the other. That's the whole point. After all, the fights are supposed to be entertaining. The spectators came here to watch a strong triumphant over the weak. They want to enjoy the taste of victory without ever leaving their seats. The arena is a theater of violence, a deadly circus, but it is not a fighting pit. Iglomesh, after all, fights always follow one or two narratives. Either the monster prevails over the helpless victims, or the invincible hero chops off the monster's head. The outcome of every fight is predetermined. It is a narrative that depends on what the spectators want to see. Some fighters are crowd favorites. The audience cheers them on, whistles and shouts of encouragement. And of course, there are other fighters they despise. The crowd jeers them from the stands. Why would anyone want to change all of that? It would ruin the show. The audience wants a performance, not a competition match between two professional gladiators. What's the point of a fight without any drama? You might as well just flip a coin and decide who wins. Nobody wants a fair fight except Zeklex. The audience thinks things are the way they are, but Zeklex handles the betting tables, and they haven't been very profitable. Of course, under my management, the arena makes money in other ways, but that's enough of him. He wants to turn my magnificent theater of violence into a stupid slaughterhouse. Okay? I think we're done here then. Get some rest and restore your strength. The healer will mend your wounds, and Zeklik will take care of your other needs. Zeklik takes a weary step back. I thought I convinced Iglomis not to take you captive, but I was clearly wrong. He's a raving lunatic and constantly changes his decisions. You should direct your anger towards him. Did you know that this was a trap? I didn't know for sure, but I did have my suspicions. All the members of the Neandrian League are considered Iglomer's property. And since gladiators are valuable assets, they're not allowed to leave the arena. All the fighters at the Battle Bliss wear collars. However, I did suggest to Iglomesh that he should make an exception in your case. I told him that he should allow you to remain free. I thought I had managed to convince him, but clearly I was wrong. I understand. I apologize once again. I would certainly set you free if I could. Will you help me escape? Of course I will. I have a plan that will free you from the collar and help you defeat Gelderflame. And trust me, you will need my help. While you were unconscious, Iglomis managed to find a Neandrian crystal. Gelderfang has been obsessed with getting his hands on one, and his wish will finally come true. A demon called Mustafin took the crystal into Gelderfang's room and locked the door. For the next few hours, the sound of the champion's screams shook the arena. When Gelderfang emerged from his room, he was covered in blood, but he also looked stronger and more powerful than ever. Iglomesh is confident that you don't stand a chance against his champion, but I disagree. I think you can win. Zeklik lowers his voice conspicuously. I want you to overthrow Iglomesh and take over the Battle Bliss. Iglomesh is terrible at his job, and he's standing in the way of my ambitions. There's no denying that he's a genius. No one can get the crowds excited like he can. But his management of the arena could not be worse. The fights have turned into a bloody circus. The opponents are never evenly matched, and the crowds are losing interest. The passion of the audience is fading. I want to change all that. But it won't be easy to kill Iglamesh. The current champion Gelderfang protects him. After his last escapade, Iglamesh has forbidden Gelderfang from leaving his side. That means Iglamesh is the only vulnerable when the champion is fighting in the arena. So I want you to offer a deal. I'll help you eliminate Gelderfang if you'll help me overthrow Iglamesh. If you agree to my proposal, I'll make sure your champion joins you in the arena when you need it. Or your companions. I'll make sure your companions join you in the arena when you need them. Then you can kill Gelderfang together. You can have the title and all the glory that comes with it. You'll become the champion, and I'll take over the arena. Deal. The tiefling extends his hand. Did you mention Mustafa? I killed him not too long ago. I heard more than one person claim the same thing before, but it didn't stick. That weasel Mustafa is surprisingly hard to kill. I don't think I want to take his schemes, but I don't know how he's going. I need his help. Let me think. Like I say, I will not participate in your schemes, or I'll take him out. I don't want any of this madness to continue, to be honest with you. But it's the only way to get my friends back. Fine then. The tiefling begins to speak a brisk, matter-of-fact tone and nods in agreement with each sentence. Gelderfang is, of course, an extremely dangerous opponent, but he is not without his vulnerabilities. For example, he doesn't know that you hired the succubi to keep him company. Since you paid for their services, I think they'd be willing to accommodate some special requests. If you want to weaken Gelderfang before the fight, I'm sure you could persuade them to help you. I think that's everything. Try to make use of the advantage during the fight. It'll be your best chance to defeat Gelderfang. And while you fight for the title of champion, I'll eliminate Iglamesh. He'll be vulnerable without his favorite bodyguard. Then the Battle Bliss arena will be ours. Of course, you won't have to fight Gelderfang all by yourself. Your companions were worried Iglamesh kidnapped you. I reached out to them and secured their cooperation. I'll make sure they join you in the arena. Okay. I'm not going to say that. Is there anything else I should know about my fight with the champion? The fight will not be fair. As you already know, Iglamesh does not believe in a level playing field. First, he will send in some weak fighters just to whet the audience's appetite. Then you will have to face some more experienced gladiators. I have no doubt that you'll defeat them, but they might prove troublesome. Try not to let them wear you down. Avoid injury as much as possible. You'll need to save your strength. Okay. Next, I suspect some members of the Andrian League will enter the arena. Iglamesh will send some of his most loyal fighters. I expect these are some Ruskas, and they don't care to fight fair or not. All they care about is gold and fame. Finally, after all, the Gelderfang himself will enter the fight. And that's when Ingrid will be defenseless. Alright, well then, I guess the Battle Bliss will be ours from there. He nods. Rest up, you'll need the strength. Okay guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to. Shout out to the little nephews and cuss-views. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. For my German viewers, I'm going to say choose. And for my Americans, I'm going to say deuces. See you guys in the next exciting episode of Pathfinder Wrath Righteous. And when you do, we will be fighting the champion. And then hopefully the only other thing we got to do is go to the mine and then talk to the big boss. And then we can get out of this chapter.
It's a lot faster than chapter 2 though now, wasn't it though? Alright guys, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.